let's say, again hypothetically, that everyone in this room is going to return in a year. Next November 15th, we're all going to be 10 pounds of muscle heavier. How much food will we have to eat to gain 10 pounds of pure muscle without adding any fat? Well, first of all, you've got to recognize that 1 pound of muscle tissue contains 600 calories. This is true in all human beings. It's true for myself, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you, everybody. If you were to surgically excise 1 pound of muscle tissue, place it in a device known as a calorimeter, it would give off 600 calories of heat. Now, if you were to gain 10 pounds of muscular mass in 1 year, how many calories would you have to consume over and above your maintenance needed calories to gain 10 pounds of muscular mass? 6,000. If 1 pound of muscular mass contains 600 calories and you want to gain 10 pounds, then you've got to consume 600 times 10, or 6,000 calories a year over and above your maintenance needed calories. 6,000 calories a year, not 6,000 extra calories a day, 6,000 extra calories a week, a month, 6,000 extra calories a year. But again, we don't think in terms of a year, we think in terms of days. How many calories extra will we need every day? Divide 360 by 10, as that's the number of days there are in a year. You come out with approximately 16 extra calories a day over and above the maintenance needed calories to grow 10 pounds of muscle a year. But you're not going to grow 10 pounds of muscle a year simply by eating 16 extra calories over and above your maintenance needed calories. The process of eating itself has nothing to do or contributes nothing to the growth process. What's the first requisite? You've got to stimulate growth first. Then you've got to provide adequate nutrition to maintain your existing physical mass. Then you've got to provide just a tiny bit extra to allow for that tiny bit extra growth on a daily basis. Again, keep in mind how minuscule growth is on a daily basis. You've got to train hard enough to stimulate growth first. Then you've got to provide enough nutrition to maintain your existing physical mass. This is where your maintenance needed calories come in. And you've got to provide just a tiny bit extra nutrition to provide for that tiny bit extra growth that you might stimulate on a daily basis. I say you might stimulate. The fact of the matter is the majority of us in here already eat more than we need to grow 10 pounds of muscle a year. That's why we're all so ripped, because we're getting too many calories. If you're not growing muscular mass now and you're eating sufficiently, and it's obvious to me everybody here is eating sufficiently at least, then what's the reason you're not growing? You're not stimulating muscular growth because you're not training hard enough. Very rarely is the answer to a growth problem, nutrition, especially in America or Canada, because everybody eats more than adequately. And I'm not suggesting that you count your calories this exactly every day to make sure that you grow just muscular mass. What I'm trying to point out by doing this arithmetic is that you don't have to force feed yourself hundreds or even thousands of extra calories a day or hundreds of extra grams of protein with the mistaken notion that in so doing you'll hasten the muscle growth process. How many of you in here have an hourly feeding schedule or force feed yourself hundreds or thousands of extra calories a day thinking that you're going to grow faster? We've all done that at one time or another.
Your body has specific needs each and every day for all the basic food nutrients. When you eat in excess of any one of those nutrients, you don't utilize more of that nutrient for growth or for anything else. In the case of protein, which contains calories, an excess consumed can turn to fat just as readily as an excess of carbohydrates or fats. So don't eat much more than you need to maintain yourself, and concern yourself more with training hard and eating just a well-balanced diet. The reason protein has been so overemphasized is because the protein hucksters can't sell you water through the mail. Again, this is where the commercial interests have distorted the true picture of bodybuilding reality.